Rivera's obstacle course, Canseco's head-assisted home run, and Babe Ruth's ill-fated steal attempt. The over 100-year history of Major League Baseball has seen plenty of dumb moments. This game is as frustrating as it is thrillingly gratifying. Here are the 20 dumbest plays in MLB history. Number 20, Ruben Rivera's base running blunder. Ruben Rivera's base running blunder is legendary. With a clear path to score, he got caught in a bizarre dance around second base, was thrown out at third, then, after the ball bounced away, got nailed at home by a wide margin. In a game where bases are just 90 feet apart, Rivera somehow managed to run half a mile. Rivera's misadventure stands out as uniquely and memorably foolish.
Wilson to right center field. The long reach, dropped it! He looked at it! And now Rivera forgot. Third, and everybody said it, I don't believe it. Rivera's tied, and he is out of the play.
Number 19. Tommy John's triple error. Tommy John had a stellar career, winning 288 games and earning 4 All-Star appearances. He even lent his name to a revolutionary surgery. But on July 27, 1988, everything went wrong for the Brewers. With a runner on first and 1 out, Jeffrey Leonard hit a weak grounder back to John, who botched the pickup for his first error. In his haste, he overthrew Don Mattingly at first for error number 2, and as Jim Gardner tried to score, John intercepted Dave Winfield's throw and missed home plate entirely, completing a trifecta of errors.
They'll only be able to get one if they can get that. Here, John bobbles the ball and should have held it. They're going to try to score again there. And Tommy, let's see, they're going to let him score.
Yep. Tommy made 2 errors.
Number 18. Jose Canseco's head assist. When Cleveland Indians infielder Carlos Martinez stepped up to the plate against the Rangers, he had no idea Jose Canseco would help him hit a home run. Now, Canseco is typically a good fielder with a strong arm, but somehow he lost this ball in the lights and it bounced off his head, resulting in a homer. His infamous steroid use and dumb plays are really dumb.
High fly ball, right field deep. Canseco back to the track, looking out. It is it looked like it hit Canseco to the top of the head. He went over the fence. David Hull's laughing out there, so it must hit something funny. Checking the wall and the ball, reaches up. Hits him right in the head. He goes over the top.
Number 17. Max Flack's World Series blunders. Max Flack, usually a reliable outfielder for the 1918 Chicago Cubs, made 2 crucial errors in the 1918 World Series and was picked off twice in the same game, earning him the joke title of GOAT. His obscurity might be linked to the 1919 World Series gambling scandal, with documents suggesting the 1918 Cubs might have thrown the series. Flack's errors remain some of the dumbest in World Series history. Number 16. Ozzie Guillen fooled thrice. Ozzie Guillen is known for his colorful personality and sharp baseball mind. Despite his reputation, he fell victim to the hidden ball trick 3 times. This embarrassing feat occurred twice in 1989 and again in 1991 when Steve Lyons caught him napping at second base.
Look, you throw to first, hitting Guillen back. Guillen's out!
Contend with the master, Dave Bergman. And he's out.
Number 15. Pedro Martinez's perfect game loss. Poor Pedro Martinez was at the center of one of baseball's greatest managerial blunders. Despite 134 pitches and a super slim lead, Red Sox manager Grady Little left Martinez in the game instead of bringing in reliever Allen Embree. The decision led to a Yankees comeback and another chapter in their rivalry. The series also saw Martinez throw 70-year-old Don Zimmer to the ground. It was all really irredeemable. Number 14. Jason Jennings' record-breaking worst start. Jason Jennings set a record for the most runs allowed in a game by a starter without lasting 1 inning, needing only 39 pitches. During this disastrous inning, Mike Cameron and Adrian Gonzalez each hit 2-run homers, and Padres pitcher Tim Stouffer added a bases-loaded single. Even one of the outs Jennings recorded resulted in a run. Number 13. Maury Willis's managerial blunders. Maury Willis's brief stint with the Seattle Mariners might just top the list of managerial blunders. Willis, known for his stellar base stealing with the Dodgers, managed the Mariners for 83 painful days, making a series of embarrassing mistakes. He altered the batter's box size to help with bunting, which was immediately noticed by Billy Martin. He tried to insert an uncontracted friend into the game who was caught without a uniform number. He also chewed out his coaches for not making him look good and excluded the pitching coach from meetings. He walked a weak hitter to face a .317 batter, who then hit a game-winning double. He insisted on pitching to Harold Baines, who hit a 2-run double instead of walking him. The list is endless. Number 12. Yankees record-setting World Series win. Have you seen the second World Series game from 1936? In an excruciating game for Giants fans, the Yankees set a record for most runs in a World Series game, with Bill Dickey and Tony Lazzeri each driving in 5 runs. The Giants suffered the worst loss in series history, with Hal Schumacher giving up 4 earned runs in 2 innings. 4 relievers couldn't stop the Yankees' onslaught, including 6 runs in the 9th. President Franklin D. Roosevelt was at the game, reportedly appreciating the spectacle. Number 11. Juan Rivera's nightmare at the plate. On June 1, 2003, Roger Clemens was aiming for his 300th win, but fate, or should we say Juan Rivera, had other plans. The Yankees' 10-9 victory over the Tigers took a mere 17 innings, and it was all because of Rivera. Rivera hit into inning-ending double plays with runners on the corners in the 2nd, 10th, and 15th innings. His win probability added was minus 820, giving the Tigers an 82% chance of winning. Despite that, the Yankees secured the victory, but Clemens' dream was shattered. Number 10. Fred Merkle's infamous base running mistake. Fred Merkle is infamous for failing to run out a base hit with 2 outs, costing the Giants a game. At the time, it was common to leave the field without touching the base, as the rule for force players after potential game-winning runs was not well known. Johnny Evers, aware of the rule, called for the ball to make the appeal. While some consider the Merkle boner a dumb play, Giants manager John McGraw never blamed Merkle, viewing it as an unfortunate mistake rather than a foolish one. Number 9. Maury Willis. Again. Unfortunately, we have to list Maury Willis again because his list of blunders just doesn't end. Did you know about the time he went to remove a pitcher without having anyone warmed up in the bullpen? He also distanced himself from the team by moving to a posh hotel. There's more. He announced a non-roster player for camp after trading him weeks earlier. He made a lineup card with 2 third basemen and no center fielder. He tried to use the same pinch hitter twice in one game. He abandoned a spring training game to catch a plane without explanation. He used an already waived outfielder in a game. And finally, he used a pitcher as a pinch runner, wasting his only left-handed reliever. Talk about bad managing. Number 8. Bubba Harris's 4th of July meltdown. This is one 4th of July Bubba Harris would like to forget. As a 22-year-old rookie with the Philadelphia A's, Harris had a 1.09 ERA over 19 games. But against the Red Sox in 1948, things unraveled. Called in during the 6th inning, Harris got Johnny Pesky out, but fell apart in the 7th. He walked 5, gave up 6 hits, and allowed 14 runs, facing 14 batters. The Fenway crowd gave him an ovation when Connie Mack finally pulled him. Number 7. Bruno Haas's record walks. Bruno Haas had a rough Major League debut on June 23, 1915, in the second game of a doubleheader against the Yankees. Despite Haas's struggles, the A's defense didn't help, committing 7 errors. Haas pitched only 5 1/3 more big league innings, walking 12 more batters, before transitioning to play some outfield and later joining the NFL in 1921. Number 6. The Orioles' historic loss to the Rangers. On August 22, 2007, the Orioles had a 3-0 lead against the Rangers going into the 4th inning, and then everything unraveled. The Rangers somehow scored 5 runs in the 4th inning on a series of bloopers and bleeders against O's pitcher Daniel Cabrera. Texas's offense then went crazy, scoring 9 runs in the 6th, 10 in the 8th, and 6 more in the 9th, finishing with 29 hits and 6 home runs. The Rangers even got a save from Wes Littleton, who pitched the final 3 innings. It was truly historic. Number 5. Ron Wright's disastrous MLB debut. If you thought Bruno Haas had a rough debut, meet Ron Wright. Once a top prospect known for his powerful bat, injuries changed his career path. Wright got his chance with the Mariners because of injuries to Edgar Martinez and Cliff Cirillo. In his debut, Wright struck out in his first at-bat, then hit into a slowly developing triple play in the 2nd. "I could see it developing like a thunderstorm," said manager Lou Piniella. In his final at-bat, he hit into a double play. 1 game, 6 outs. Later that week, Wright was sent back to AAA and never returned to the majors. Number 4. Babe Ruth's costly steal attempt. Babe Ruth's presence was so powerful that pitchers altered their approach when he was in the lineup. Despite his impressive records, one critical mistake is often overlooked. In the 1926 World Series, tied at 3 games apiece with the score 3-2, Ruth attempted to steal second with 2 outs and Bob Musil at the plate. Catcher Bob O'Farrell easily threw him out, ending the game and the Yankees season. Ruth's decision to steal in that crucial moment remains one of baseball's all-time dumbest plays. Number 3. Manny being Manny. Manny Ramirez's list of eccentric antics is long, and his legacy is often overshadowed by humorous moments and controversies involving performance enhancers. He once put up this stupid ad on eBay saying, "Hi, I'm Manny Ramirez. I bought this amazing grill for about $4,000 and used it twice, but I never have the time to use it because I'm always on the road. I'd love to sell it, and you'll get an autographed ball signed by me. Enjoy it, Manny Ramirez." Number 2. 1917 World Series error-filled game. The World Series is usually a showcase for top-tier baseball, but Game 5 of the 1917 series between the Giants and White Sox really proved otherwise. A whopping 9 errors were committed. The Giants led 5-2 heading into the bottom of the 7th, aided by 6 errors from Chicago, including 3 by shortstop Buck Weaver. They still failed to put Chicago away. The White Sox scored 3 runs in the 7th, partly due to an error by Giants second baseman Buck Herzog, and 3 more in the 8th. Securing an 8-5 victory. Number 1. Kendry Morales' limp-off. Everyone's dreamt of a walk-off grand slam, and Kendry Morales lived that dream, but there was a catch. In his excitement, Morales tossed his helmet as is tradition and leaped into the air before even touching home. The poor guy landed awkwardly, shattering his leg and putting a painful end to his season.